Welcome everyone. This is Astrology once again bringing you a reading for your tarot series. I ask that you join me for a brighter day with Vedic astrology to guide you over the sea of life. My reading this week or this period will be for March 6th to the 19th, 2022. And for those of you who follow me, who have subscribed and who saw last week's video, you would recognize that I've completely redone the tarot reading into a new format, into the Trine series. And this is my way of giving marriage to the alignment of Vedic astrology and the tarot cards. So that this period we are dealing with tarot week number 10 and 11. Join me at Zidam Astrology. This is one of 4 videos that I'm doing on the Trine series, and we are dealing with the fire signs in this video, and the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And fire is active, confident, and assertive. You know, the fire signs can't sit around and wait for something to happen. They have to get up and do. You know, they always have to be active. They have to be creative. They always have their juices flowing, as we see. This makes them the most daring of the sign because they always take the initiative. They are a sign of creativity. You know, they tend to have a lot of energy and they tend to be more enthusiastic and positive than the other 11 signs. They're also more impulsive and hot-headed, and that's on the negative side, in that, you know, when you want to act, sometimes you act without thinking, you act without understanding what you are facing or what you will be facing, so that you don't know the full story sometimes when you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, because you always want to act first before you have all the information. And Aries is the most energetic of the 3. It's the beginning of the natural zodiac, or the Kala Purusha, as we say, so that, you know, it has all that energy, that gung-ho, that opportunity to start something, to begin something. You know, Leo is the most warm and Sagittarius is the most optimistic of the 3, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Sagittarius is all about, you know, the guru and the teacher of the devas, or the gods, so that kind of wisdom and knowledge and flow comes through in Sagittarius. But like fire itself, the signs are passionate, dynamic, and temperamental. You know, fire can keep you warm or it can do great destruction. And while fire burns out quickly without fuel to keep it going, it can also regenerate its power from the ashes. So that, you know, a wind passing over some ashes can throw sparks out or blow that ashes into a raging fire. So this again is the synergy between the signs, you know, the fire, the air, the earth, and water. A single spark from the ashes can set off a forest fire. As a result, fire signs tend to be, or need to be, nurtured and managed carefully. Okay, so this is a little explanation as to how we are going to treat with the horoscope on ZidamAstrology.com, and how we are going to deal with it for you to understand the depth of Vedic astrology and how we can align the tarot readings with it. But in the Vedic astrology, what we are dealing with now is the trines, and the trines are the fire, earth, air, and water, and these are the houses of the trines, which is 1, 5, 9. So that if you start with the first house, the 5th house, and then the 9th house, that forms a trine, and this is called the dharma trine, or the righteousness trine, or the duty trine. And here we have, you know, the visualization of the zodiac sign. If we start here at this block here, this is Aries, then you go to Taurus, and if you go right around, you will come to Pisces here, right? So that is the 12 signs, and this is Mesha to Meena in the Vedic astrology. So that if you look at the red squares, it will give you that trine of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you see that trine, that triangle, that is the 159 trine. But the good thing about this 159 trine, and me not knowing your specific information in terms of your lagna, it remains 159 at any point. So even if you start here at Leo, Sagittarius is going to be 5 and Aries is going to be 9. So you still get that 159. And in that way, the trine is there and the synergies is there and the symbiotic relationship is there. And the brown or olive colored squares are the earth trine, the gray is the air trine, and the blue is the water trine. So these are the trines that I am going to deal with for you at Zidam Astrology, so that we can at least get some partial reading of your horoscope in terms of where your natal ascendant is. Not your transit ascendant, but your natal ascendant. Because the transit ascendant, we deal with it differently. You know, we deal with it whether it's benefic, whether it's malefic, and how it's being impacted by the placement of your natal planet. So if your natal lagna or ascendant would be falling in these trines, then you can easily follow and understand why I am kind of happy to bring this to you in this format, because you know it's kind of aligning with my beliefs, and my conscience is a lot more clear if I had to do, you know, something that I didn't believe in, which is to give you a daily horoscope or a horoscope that does not have your information and it's just a general reading. And I don't want you to feel that, you know, oh my goodness, Zidam Astrology said this and Zidam Astrology said that, but it never happened to me. No, it will not happen to you in these readings because it's not specific to you. But you, what I strive to do is give you a kind of heads up, you know, the potential of what may happen for you for a particular period in these trine readings. So I hope you understand. I hope that I was clear in my message and you know, details to you so that you can follow when I do the readings for the trine analysis in the tarot readings. Okay, so this is the Trines Synergy in Vedic Astrology and Tarot, you know, how they complement each other and how they have that symbiotic flow that works well with the marriage that I'm bringing to you. And Trines are considered positive in Vedic astrology, as energy flows easily between the planets in trine, so that when you activate one, the trine is activated. So when you activate Aries, Leo and Sagittarius are also activated. And if you have planets in those signs, or planets or grahas posited in the nakshatras, those nakshatras with their relative deities and energies are activated, so that this brings more good luck, creative abilities and opportunities in one's life in the areas that these planets affect. Trines are the houses of Goddess Lakshmi. And remember, in Vedic astrology, houses or bhavas do not only start at Aries. They can start anywhere based on your ascendant or lagna position. And these houses form trines in a tarot reading, those that are at the angles of 120 degrees with each other. The trine in the tarot series 159 signify the present, the past and the future, which is the person himself, his children and his father. So 1 is you, yourself, 5 is your children, and 9 is your father. So this is the circle of evolution. So this is how the tarot and Vedic astrology are symbiotic in terms of the trines. But we also have in Vedic astrology the Kendra Bhavas, which I am not dealing with at this point in time, but you know, it's just for information, for you to understand the level and depth that Vedic astrology can go into, and the many tools that we have at our disposal to assist in your reading or your Kundalini and birth chart when you request one. And these Kendra Bhavas, it enhances the internal strength of an individual. Think about the pillars, you know, the four pillars of a room, which are holding it up. That is what these Kendra Bhavas do, you know. This can be another analytical tool for your birth chart, depending on your specific needs from Vedic astrologies. And Kendras are the houses of Lord Vishnu, just as the trines are the houses of Goddess Lakshmi, and these houses are related to stability, security, and savings that overcome the limits of Goddess Lakshmi, which is related to the progress and development of a person but lacks stability. So these houses are 1, 4, 7, and 10, and this is just for your further information. Okay, in this video, instead of choosing only for the fire trine, I am going to deal for all the trines, which is fire, earth, air, and water. And you know, then I'll just simply take the cards in each of the videos that I'm doing, because it's all for the same period. And in this way, I am going to use the entire Lenormand pack, because I am doing the 9-card spread in the Lenormand pack for all the trines. So you will see me choosing 4 stacks of 9 each, which will give us the 36 cards. So we are dealing with fire, earth, air, and water, and I'm just dealing out the packs here. And you know, at Zidam Astrology, I always give you something new. I give you something different, because you know, I have so many resources and have done such in-depth research for all of these tarot and Vedic astrology that I need to share it with you. I didn't learn it, you know, just to have it to myself. Sharing knowledge is what builds us, what nurtures us, what nourishes us. And this is what, you know, we want to do and what we want to deal with. So that's fire, earth, air, and water. And in the fire, earth, air, and water, we are now going to, you know, look at the cards that we are pulling. So this is the water, and that first card is number 35, which is the anchor. So that's the anchor. The second card is number 33, and that is key. The next card is number 1, rider. The next card is number 15, bear. The next card is number 36, cross. The next card here is number 29, lady. The 26 is now here with book. And then we have number 6, the clouds, and number 21, mountain. So that is the 9-card spread for the water trine. I'm just putting the cards up right there. So now let us go to the air trine. And the air trine, the first card is number 31. Number 31, which is sun. The next card is number 17, which is stork. Then we have number 30, lilies. Then we have number 32, moon. Next card we have is 18, dog. Then the next card we have is 13, child. The next one is 25, ring. Then we have 27, letter. Just turning it upright. And then number 10, the sight. So that is for air. So we have water, air, and now we're going to deal with earth. And the earth, okay, I'm just fixing the cards there. Just let it be a little. Right. The first card in the earth, let us see what that is. It's number 22, crossroads. Then we have the tower, number 19. Next card we have heart, number 24. Then we have fox, number 14. Then we have birds, number 12. We have the whip, number 11. We have 16, stars. Then we have 34, fish. And the final card for the earth is number 2, clover. So that is the cards for earth, the earth trine. So let's look at the final trine now, the fire trine, and let us see what we are going to get here. And the first card for the fire trine, we have bouquet, number 9. Bouquet, number 9. Then we have house, number 4. Then we have 7, snake. Then we have 23, mice. Then we have number 20, garden. Then we have number 5, tree. Then we have number 8, coffin. Then we have ship, number 3. And the final card for the fire trine is number 28, gentleman. So this video will be shared with the other 3 videos, because it's, one video showing the entire Lenormand pack being used, and each of the 9 card spread for fire, earth, air and water. So this is it, and let's see what we have now. Okay, for the period March 6th to 19, 2022, where I have coined it actually as Tarot Week 10 and 11, I am bringing you the 9 cards that will help us to understand what is happening with the fire trine in this reading. And remember, the fire trine is Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And I'm going to read it as past, present and future. So first column, starting with the 3, 5, it's going to be your past. 23 is going to be your present, and 8, that column, is going to be your future. So if we start with the past, we see the 3, which is, rooted, grounded in spirituality. So that has been your past, where you had to deal with slyness, manipulation, deception, forbidden knowledge, but it sent you on a journey. So the past sent you on a journey, and that journey has brought you to your present. And the journey told you that there is, the mice, they're there destroying everything, bringing disease. But at the end of the day, all this hidden knowledge has come into the present to you, and you understand what it has done and what it will do, and it brought you to the bouquet. So the bouquet here is all about your social life, your network, and how you behave when you found out about this disease. And this disease could be family or a friend, it could even be yourself. But seeing that we have the bouquet as the core card here, it may not be you, because you have come up smelling like roses in this reading, fire trine. And this disease or health issue, or this destruction that is happening with the mice, it will bring you to the present, where you will make a decision to move to a new home or a new establishment, maybe a new job, because if you treat your job as your home, where you work more than 8 hours a day, that is what it's going to bring to you. And then, in the future, something is going to come to an end. So probably when you go on this journey and you move to a new home or establishment, it could be overseas, it could be here, where you currently live, it's going to bring an end to something. And that could be an end to some destruction that happened, or some disease, or some manipulation that happened in the past. It's going to come to an end, and you will come out, with a network that will help you and guide you and enable you. You will be playing the field, as it were. There are a lot of people around you in the future, and probably you will have a gentleman in your life, or someone who would guide you, or you might form a relationship with that person, so that ship will take you to a new home, which will bring you a new connection with some kind of gentleman. And if we want to read it another way, you know, betrayals. You had betrayals. If we needed read it in the night reading, we have betrayals here with the snake, but your spirituality put forth the destruction that you could see what this betrayal brought, and it brought an end to something. We can also see here, looking at the snake, that betrayal took you on a journey. You know, that deception took you on a journey which brought you a new home and a new relationship. So, you know, these are some of the things that are happening with you. It's all about you finding out forbidden knowledge, you depending and focusing on your spirituality, you understanding that there were destructive forces in your life that brought you, you know, diseases and illness, that you became stressed or tensed. But it all ends well for you, fire trine, because you know you have a new home, you have a new relationship, and your social network is thriving. And if you are interested, you can also look at my transit series video for the period March 8th to 22nd, because there are some symbiotic relationships here that you may find interesting in that transit video. As always, I wish to thank Bhagwan for bringing me the time and resources to make this video to reach out to you. I hope that the messages that I've sent out through this video is the right messages for you, and that you find some comfort or some motivation from it. I thank you for listening. I thank you for sticking with me, and I hope something new and exciting enters your thoughts and enables your dream. Be safe, happy, and healthy until we meet again. See you next time. Bye.